Go live. All right, so we're live on YouTube. I don't know, maybe nobody is even going to watch this.
Hold potentially inappropriate messages for review.
Not now.
No, tell me all the inappropriate stuff.
All right. So I don't know where to look even now. Let me see. Can I do like this? Yeah, so now we're kind of like in the front.
Yeah, sort of.
All right. So we got 4 minutes till we go. I wonder how people, there are people coming on YouTube Live here.
Oh my God.
I feel like I look more pale on YouTube Live.
Well, it's more true to life color.
Really? You think? It's the juxtaposition with your tan.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Have you ever heard that word before?
Juxtaposition.
All right. I'm going to turn this on.
Error on the side of pasty.
Yeah. More than you anyway. All right, let me turn this thing on. We're going to get ready to go. We're actually starting early.
I went crazy. Sorry, guys.
Guys, this is the first time we have some people over here watching on YouTube Live. This is the first time we've ever done YouTube Live. I don't know what's going to happen next, but it's getting crazy. I feel like a lot's going on.
I feel like it's a matter of time before we get picked up on the E channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of 10 people on there. I mean, that's getting crazy. I feel like the E channel doesn't have much more than that. All right. Okay, got Instagram Live going. So much live. So many things happening.
Fix my hair. Fix it. That's good now.
Look how pale I am here. Look at this. It's because of the light.
Look how brown.
Even you look a little more pale.
I know.
You're like normal there.
I need to start tanning before these.
All right. So, should I wait 2 more minutes or should we just pretend it's noon? All right, guys. So we're going to start the show 2 minutes early, which we never ever do. I'm usually 2 minutes late. That's usually more like the standard, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen the Readiness Report, and there is a chance that you haven't because we do have YouTube Live in the house here, and we've never done that before, so it's quite possible that you are a new watcher of the Readiness Report, so I'm going to break it down for you. I really do this anyway, no matter what. There are 3 segments in the show. In segment number 1, I tell you what's going on in the life and the business of Redcon 1, myself, Eduardo. We give you the update, so you get like the news bits, bites. So we don't do too long. So
no fake news.
No fake news. It's all real stories. It's all real news here. So we give you the real news, and then in segment number 2, we answer the questions that were previously asked by the fans and family and friends. There are not a lot of questions today, so
usually your mom.
Usually, yeah, my mom is one of the people asking a question. So she's my biggest fan, other than Darielle, of course, and Eduardo, right? Eduardo. So we have in segment number 2, we answer the questions, and then in segment number 3, we go live, which is my favorite segment where we answer the questions for you guys. And of course, we are giving away some stuff. Today, we're going to give away your choice of a new flavor of Total War. So we have 5 new flavors coming out. Nobody's tried them yet, but we're going to give one away of the choice for your choice anyway.
Do you remember all of them?
Yeah, we're going to go through that. It's part of one of the news stories for today. So all you have to do to actually enter is we're going to do a guessing game at the end. I'm going to give another one away for YouTube Live, which we've never done, obviously. So there's a guessing game at the end that you guys are going to play. Instagram Live, YouTube Live, you're both playing that. And then for Facebook, it's very easy. All you have to do is press the share and the like button. You're automatically entered to win. And we choose somebody every week from the last week, and we're going to announce it. I'm assuming you're about to announce it right now. He's searching, so I'll give you a little more time. So, it's been 2 weeks this time. So we give away a product or something every week. So that's one of the bonuses of watching is that you get a chance to win some stuff. And we do give away a bunch of stuff every week for you guys, the fans of the show. So with that in mind, I'm going to keep talking until you find
Go ahead.
Keep going. Okay. So first off, I have to tell you about the deal. The deal is number 1. The deal that we're doing right now is $100 spent on the site. You get a free choice of Emery bars. So you get a whole box, not like a few. You get a whole box of Emery bars just by spending $100 on the site. All you do is you spend the money, put it in the shopping cart. Yes, you can use a coupon code. And as long as it's $100 after the coupon code, it'll pop up and you'll have 3 options because there's 3 flavors to choose from right now anyway. New flavor coming at the end of the month. So you guys will then enter whichever one you want. It adds to the cart for free, and that's it. Voila. A lot of people have asked, why are we giving away something that we're selling so much of and so fast? We sold out before, and we're selling out again right now. So why give it away? The answer is, because I want to. But the truth is that I figure like bars, if they're that good, right, you got to get your hands on them. You got to try them. So we're trying to get them in the hands of more people because everybody likes them, loves them. The response has been universally good. Nobody has said they didn't like it. And I mean, nobody ever. They love them. People are freaking out over them. But the truth is, word of mouth is better than any marketing, any mentioning we can do, any ads we can do. Word of mouth is the best. So if we can get this in the hands of you guys, the consumers, more of you, I'm sure that it's going to spread like wildfire, and we're going to sell more. And obviously, with bars, it's not like pre-workout, right? You can eat them quick, and you're going to eat them quick if they're good, right? So that's the deal of the day, of the weekend this weekend. You got the name?
Yeah.
JB Jones. What did JB Jones win?
One of the new flavors of Total War.
One of the new flavors of Total War. That's what we did 2 weeks ago. So JB, all you have to do to claim this is email Eduardo@redcon1.com, and please send a picture of your license, prove that you actually are JB Jones.
No nudes.
No nudes, yeah, no nudes. And Eduardo will immediately send this out to you guys. So on to the list. This is my list of topics for today before we get to the questions. And we're going to start with FIBO. So Eduardo, myself, and Eric Hart went to FIBO in Germany, in Cologne, Germany, and we were invited basically by our new distributor, Prometheus, which is distributing all the products throughout the EU, and they're the biggest distributor in the EU, and we've been chasing them basically for the last hounding them, yeah, since the beginning of Redcon One. And initially, I hit them up. The owner there is Lars, and Lars. Great guy, and his second in command, who's since left, Sander, who you met, he came up and said hi to the booth also. Yeah. He left Prometheus, but I was hitting both of them up regularly, and Eric Hart had dealt with them before when he was with BSN, so we thought we had a good chance. But Lars straight up said, "Not interested." Literally, he said in a very nice way, he said, "I'm not interested." And for me, and this is a tip that I give a lot when I talk about business and sales, is that a no just means not right now. So, and I've had tremendous successes in life by that belief, because I mean, even Vitamin Shop is a fantastic example of being told no over and over again. But it's happened. No, she never said no. She's the one I didn't have to convince. But this is just business. A lot of people say no. You can't take it too hard, and you just have to go back again and again and again. And that's what I did. And I've emailed Lars a dozen times since then, trying to update him and let him know what's going on and how good the brand is doing and how well we would do with him. And finally, he said yes. And that was about a little over a month ago now. And 2 weeks before the FIBO, which is arguably the biggest fitness expo in the world.
Yeah.
Certainly bigger than the Arnold and the Olympia. I mean, they have like thousands and thousands and thousands of booths. And they do everything, not just supplements. They do everything from equipment to spas and everything else. Zumba, they do it all. They do everything. So they said, "Hey, we have actually a space left. Somebody backed out. Do you want to take it?" And we thought about it for maybe a few hours. And we're like, hell yeah, let's just do it, right? Yeah. We went over there with very little expectation. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what kind of response we were going to get. And man, it was probably the best show that we've done. We had tons and tons of interest from retailers, from the people that Prometheus deals with, from their sales reps who we met, said that they couldn't believe they never had a response like this before from retailers, that they were overwhelmed and that they had pre-sold all of the supplements that they ordered and they needed to emergency order again just to fulfill the initial demand. And so they said, obviously we're a new brand and we're not nearly the biggest brand that they have, but they said soon we will be. And man, it was really cool to hear that from people that didn't have to say that. And we really weren't expecting that to happen so fast. Yeah. And then of course we had tons and tons of distributors come up that were not from the EU, that were from all over the world, from everywhere from India, Asia, Middle East, Russia, a very big Russian distributor. And all these people came up and they were interested. They heard about the brand. In terms of the consumers, obviously, like the people there, we had a lot of people come up and take pictures and were excited, but it wasn't like the Arnold or the Olympia. The cool thing was that the retailers, the e-com guys, and the distributors were really excited. So the consumers are going to get excited. It's honestly, it's just not available that much there yet.
There's some excited consumers.
There were some, yeah. I took pictures.
There were quite a few that were that said that it was just hard to get the product in. Right. They were excited that there was a booth there, so they could buy it. So people were stocking up.
People were stocking up. Yep. So it was really, really cool. And man, it was just, I'm so glad that we went. And I left there. I already feel like very proud and confident in what we're doing in the brand. But when you go to another country and you have people like that want to take pictures with you, or that mention, my kids, or like just like that obviously follow the brand and what we're doing closely, it was just super, super cool. It was super cool. We knew, so we're going to the schedule, right? The schedule is, there's a lot of people have been asking, will we be at Body Power? and that's also obviously in Europe. It's in the UK, but it's what is it? It's Birmingham. I will be, and Eric Hart will be, and we will have a booth at Body Power, a really cool booth at Body Power, and the products will all be available there with one of our distributors. Same kind of situation. The new distributor is taking care of the booth, setting up the booth. We're selling their product, and it's going to be super cool. The booth design is great.
Quite a few athletes will be there.
Quite a few athletes. Jordan Peters, Jeremy Potvin will be there, which is cool.
Lansford.
Romaine, and that's the distributor is Pro Life Distribution, who's taking care of us there. And it just couldn't be any cooler. So we're gonna have a lot of fun there. We're gonna meet everybody, take a lot of pictures. I know in the UK we are much more popular. I already know that we're more popular than the EU in general. So like all those being in Germany, I really didn't know, but UK I already know we're popular, and we have some great athletes for there. So, so the schedule is like this. This is how crazy, because I know my mom has a question about the schedule in there. I saw. So we have a crazy schedule. I go on Monday. Monday, right? Not this Monday. No, so not this Monday. It really doesn't start this week coming up. It's the following week that gets crazy.
Yeah.
So the following week, I go to Dallas to meet with the military, with all the exchanges in Dallas, and then we come back on come back on Monday. So I leave Sunday, come back on Monday night. And then we leave on Thursday for Vitamin Shop in New Jersey. Friday is the actual meeting with Vitamin Shop in the afternoon. And then we fly right from there to Pittsburgh Pro. And I'm at the Pittsburgh Pro till Sunday. I come back Sunday in the evening. I'm here Monday and Tuesday, and I fly out on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
To Body Power.
Yep. I
come back from Body Power, right?
Yep.
I'm there for 3 or 4 days, and then we go to New York Pro.
Yep.
Right? And what else? Is that it for a little bit? I think
that's it for a little bit.
That would be it for a little bit. Yeah. So we have a lot of busy stuff coming up. But the good news is we're going to be in a lot of places. Body Power, Pittsburgh Pro, New York Pro. Yeah. We have booths at all these shows. We have athletes competing in a lot of these shows. So Pittsburgh Pro, we have the debut of Steve Laureus, which is going to be crazy, right?
Glorious.
Oh, that's a good name. I like that. Lonnie Keeper used to come up with the name. Glorious Steve Laureus. It's cool.
You like that?
Yeah. We call him Glorious. Yeah. It's a good idea. Mr. Proper doesn't flow quite as good as Glorious Steve Laureus.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's good. He should thank you. Nobody comes up with nicknames for anybody anymore. So the Glorious one will be competing, and then also we have Taylor.
Yeah.
Spadacino is competing. Surprise! I didn't even know that was all happening. Yeah. And then New York Pro, we have a bunch more. Who else is doing it? Romaine.
Yeah. Romaine Lansford,
and then also Steve Laureus again.
Yep, Steve Laureus.
And maybe Taylor will do it too. I don't know. Yeah, possibly.
I don't know.
So we got a lot of athletes. We're going to be at all these places. We got Luke, their tier operator leader, running the booths. So if you want to buy some products, come check us out. Come talk to us. This is a great opportunity, because none of those shows are going to be too crazy. It's not like the Arnold or the Olympia, where it's going to be, you're going to be like in there and people pushing and trying to buy products.
You got to change the schmooze.
Yeah, you can schmooze. Come talk to me. Yeah. Keep me company. Silverback moves down.
Man. Yeah.
Silverback, the raging Silverback, Chris Hester, moves down to Boca. This comes at the end of the month. In 2 weeks, he's coming down. You booked this ticket, right? What's
the
29th? He comes down to Boca permanently. He's moving to Boca. So I think Chris is an amazing talent and is going to be a very big deal in the bodybuilding and fitness industry. But he isn't yet. He isn't. He is in the very beginning stages of going to be a very big deal. That's my opinion. So he hasn't even competed yet. He's never done a show. He has no experience. Right now, we're investing in Chris. So the best thing that I could suggest to him was I told him, Chris, I will give you a job. I said, move down here. I'll help you move. Come down. You have a job in the front line. That's our call center down there. And I told him you have the potential to be very successful, because a lot of people are going to want to work with him and take his advice and call him as their expert and their rep at the company. And I think he thought about it for a short period of time, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to do it.
I think he was sold once he came here.
Once he came here and walked around, met everybody. I mean, he made a lot of friends very quickly. We have a lot of very supportive people here, and we all know and believe that he's going to be a huge deal. We all believe it. So I wanted to give him an opportunity to make some money, to follow his dream, follow his passion, and provide him the opportunity to focus on it. While obviously he still has to have a job. The guy has tremendous potential, but he has no accomplishments yet. Although he definitely will, he has none yet. So my plan for Chris is to work in the call center as long as he wants to, and hopefully by the time he is competing in the Olympia, he won't have to anymore.
Yep.
But maybe he'll want to. I mean, this is a very fun place to work. It's a very loose environment. I told Chris that assuming he gets to work out, and Flex wants to work out with him during the day. Flex's gym is like across the lake, basically.
Yeah.
And if he wants to work out with Chris, I said, Chris, you can leave in the middle of the day to go train with Flex. So that's like 2.5 hours every day in the middle of the day. I'm going to let him go train with Flex, assuming Flex invites him, right? So that's one hell of a job and one hell of an opportunity. And he's going to get paid pretty damn good. So I would think he would probably want to do it as long as he physically and mentally can do both, which in my opinion, I have seen the very top bodybuilders on the world and what it takes. My opinion is you absolutely can do both, probably for as long as he wants to.
Yeah.
Probably for as long as he wants to. Now, assuming my predictions are true.
And Chris was a cop.
Yeah, well, anybody, he was a cop winning the Olympia.
Yeah.
Which is a much harder job than being in the call center.
Yeah.
So the call center guys relax and make calls, they text, they email. It's not like they can eat their snacks. Food and do whatever all day, basically. So it's not bad. So Chris is coming and we're very pumped for that. I'm excited for him, for the opportunity for him. And I'm sure we're going to be able to document the journey of Chris Hester, something really unique, because if he does what I expect. So here's my expectations. Now, this is no pressure for Chris. If he's watching, he's probably going to be like, oh my God. But I think this is my prediction, that Chris will do his first show, Southern States, and he'll win the overall. He will then go and do either USA's if he wants to rush it, which is totally okay, and I think he'll be able to, or Nationals in November, and he'll win. He'll win the overall there too. I think he'll take the rest of the year off. He'll compete in a pro show next year, a small pro show in 2019, or he'll potentially get an invite to the Arnold. If he does a small show, I believe he'll win the small show. If he does the Arnold, he'll be somewhere in the mix in the top 10. I don't think he's going to be winning the Arnold or anything like that. But let's say he can win a small show next year, does the Olympia, places in the first year Olympia somewhere. The following year, I think he'll be top 6 in 2020. Year after, 2021, he'll be 3rd. 2022, he wins. That's my prediction. So
no pressure.
No pressure. Next on our list, Total War, new flavors. 5 new flavors of Total War arrive on the site in this crazy release, kind of like we released all the new apparel. Both of us wearing. Turn that Instagram to show you. That's one of my favorite shirts. I like that shirt better than my shirt that I'm wearing now. So this apparel release, we released 27 items at once.
Yep.
And we made a big deal about it. We're going to do the same thing, even though it's only 5. But nobody ever releases 5 products at one time, 5 SKUs at one time. So we're going to get, boom, we're going to throw it all out there, right?
In typical Sigerman.
5 flavors all at one time. 5 flavors all at one time. Yep.
Ah.
All at one time. So that's the plan. And that comes on the 27th. The flavors are, see if I can remember them all. Green apple, rainbow candy, strawberry mango, orange crush, raspberry spider.
Boom.
Yes.
Got him.
Let's see, anything else on the list? Crunchy peanut butter cup comes out.
You say it like an afterthought. That's so delicious.
No, it's a big deal. Crunchy peanut butter cup, very big deal, which is going to be, in my opinion, the biggest flavor of all the flavors we've come out with. That comes out on the end of the month, maybe the 1st of next month. I don't know if we want to rush it for the end of this month, but definitely the beginning of next month, it will be out and available for everybody. Super pumped for that, because I know people are going to freak out for it. Stephen Cook is saying that it's a bad pitch for Flex. Let me tell you something, Stephen. He's not doing the 212. You can forget about that. The kid's going to be 240 pounds on stage in a few years. Yeah. No question. He's not doing it. So 212. So Flex is safe. You're right. If he was doing 212, that would be a very bad pitch.
Yeah, you give him all the wrong advices.
Yeah, he would. He definitely would not be interested in trading with him. Team building. So one thing cool that we do at Redcon 1 that I am pumped up about is that I regularly spend time and money on team building. We do fun stuff. I try to make sure that we're not just doing work together, that we are also doing fun stuff together. And so this Wednesday, we're all leaving work early to go to the beach club, which is here in Boca. It's a really, really awesome place. It's like a membership club at the beach, and it's fantastic. I mean, it's really, really beautiful and fun. You've been a bunch of times, but a lot of people haven't. So I'm bringing everybody to the beach club, and we're going to have food and drinks and party at the beach. We got some cabanas, and because it's going to be on Wednesday at 3:00, it's going to be very private. I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll do the bonding.
Yeah, we'll do bonding.
Trust falls, you think?
I was asking Gariel, we need some games. Some fun stuff to do.
Trust falls.
Yeah. All right. So on with the second part of the show, and remind everybody on Facebook, please hit the share and the like button. That automatically enters you to win the new Total War of your choice. You guys on Instagram Live, you guys on YouTube Live, hang out till the end, and we're going to do a guessing game. And you guys, whoever guesses it, will also get the Total War. So in the second segment of the show, we answer questions that were previously asked. Don't worry, you guys will get your chance to ask all your questions, because what's about to happen is there's not a lot of questions. Usually we have tons. Oh, really? All right, go. Hit me.
Are the new Total War flavors limited release, or are they going to be a staple in the lineup?
I believe all of them will be a staple of the lineup. We are expanding the flavors. We probably will be getting rid of a few of the least popular flavors, like fruit punch is not very popular.
Is watermelon still like that?
Watermelon's not very popular. Yeah, so we'll have to look at the list. We may get rid of the ones that are least popular, because some of them are old and from the beginning, and those sell the least. So,
is there going to be a restock on the children's shirts?
There should be. You're in charge
of
a
redesign.
Yeah, we should
give the kids something else.
Yeah, or even if we just restock them because they're sold out.
I had guys ask about restocks on apparel, shorts, and other items during certain releases. I don't know what that means.
Maybe
the shorts are there, so they're not sold out.
Even the thin shorts.
They're there.
All right. So all the shorts are in stock.
Yeah.
We have new athletic shorts, which I'm pumped up for. I don't know if she put that in my box or not, of all the apparel, but
she should have.
Yeah. They have apparel, like the mesh shorts, gym shorts are actually great quality and
very soft,
high quality. It took forever to get those.
Yeah. When will the new isotope flavors be available?
New isotope flavors, I believe, are going to be out next week. I can't say 100% sure if they're out next week, but I remember Eric telling me that
blueberry
yogurt, and key lime sherbet,
lemon sherbet.
I think Eric changed the name of that to key lime sherbet. Okay. But they're both fantastic, and they're two that I would never ever have thought were going to be choices. Just like I never thought mint chocolate chip I would ever choose that, but it was so good that I was like, all right, let's do it.
Any more info on the new anabolic powder, or natural, or requires some PCT after?
The next product that we're releasing that's already been approved is the natural anabolic powder. And it's a flavored powder that will be taken pre-workout. It doesn't stim you up or anything like that. It's a anticatabolic, protein metabolizing, something that will help you retain and gain muscle throughout the day. So this product comes out in about 6 weeks or so, and it's already approved and already in the queue to be made. It is not requiring any kind of PCT. It is not liver toxic. It does not come up positive on a drug test. Yes, you can take it. It's not hormonal at all. So it is another one that's going to be awesome, and that you could absolutely stack with Halo and Boomstick and make something really special.
Update on the natural Total War that was going to be like $5 extra or something.
Yeah, it was approved. I mean, it's something that can still definitely happen, but there's been so much stuff that's happened recently in terms of the new redesign of Total War and stuff like that. So we haven't gotten into it yet, but that's still something that I want to do because it was great. It was more expensive, significantly more expensive to make, but it was really good. So I do want to do a natural Total War.
Sweatpants or track pants?
We have sweatpants, right? Or they have
we had, but that was part of the old.
Okay.
It's getting hot now.
It's getting hot.
Spring and summer.
He's in the UK. That's Nathan, right?
Yeah,
he's in the UK. It's cold there still. Everywhere else, it's gonna be hot soon, Nathan. So
global warming.
Yeah,
global warming. Can we make the USA shirt in a tank or a long sleeve? Yeah, we could.
Sure, we probably need to. It's so popular. Yeah.
And black gym shorts made into red at some point.
Sure,
probably.
What was my mom's?
Oh, here it comes. Hold on. This is the good one.
Now we're going to segment number 3, right?
Yeah.
Seen a lot of questions on here, guys. I see some questions on here.
Here it goes.
Let me just say that you guys don't think we're ignoring you. We're about to go into segment number 3, and in segment number 3, we answer all the questions live. So if you have a good question, save it, ask it again.
The maternal question of the day. Aaron, your schedule is nonstop. What changes have you made in the last year that has given you this awesome stamina?
I always had the same. Do you seem like I have more stamina now?
You always seem like a very high stamina man.
What, in all seriousness, do you think that there's any change?
I think since there's less drama, we have more time to dedicate to work.
Yeah.
So you spend less of your time arguing, because before you had to argue to get some stuff made. Now we just make quicker decisions. So we have. It seems like we're working faster because we have less lag time between decisions because there's no back and forth. It's like, we're going to do this. Yeah. No. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely true. If you mean, if my mom meant years ago with my past business and past business partner. Obviously, there's a difficulty in having two people at odds with anything. And so I'm definitely a person who makes quick decisions and moves very fast. So since then, things have accelerated, and I'm always in a rush, and we're in a rush for to get new products for you guys, to expand and grow. And I just do what I got to do. There's a lot of times where it doesn't sound pleasant, where I'd rather chill out and relax or go on vacation instead of going to all these places.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. Priorities. And so I do what I got to do.
The other thing, too, is the team here is here late. And they work harder. So, but before, half your team was gone at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Everybody was out the door. Now here, people are here 6:30, 7 o'clock. People are still working.
There's a lot more urgency here.
Yeah, it's a lot more sense of urgency and like a more family, like everybody cares.
Yeah, everybody definitely cares.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, that is the end of segment number 2. I'm going to remind you guys, hit the share and the like button on Facebook. Hit the share and like button. You're automatically entered to win the Total War. You guys on Instagram, you guys on YouTube, hang out, because we're going to do a game at the end, and you guys can win the new Total War, one of the new flavors, before anybody else. So with that in mind, in segment number 3, you can ask your questions live. I will do my best to answer them as they come in, and if I have to, I'll slow it down and go back. And any questions are welcome. We're uncensored here. I've left to let you know. I certainly don't know everything, so I'll do my best. Earlier today, I was asked a lot of questions when I did the cardio.
Yeah.
Had a bunch of drug-related questions and stuff. Bodybuilding, drug. I'm like, hey man, that's not my thing. So
wrong one.
Yeah, I'm the wrong one for that.
Call the snowman.
Yeah.
Look at this one. This is cool. The MRE bars are game changing because my grandmother is in remission. I'm assuming her appetite is suppressed and her protein levels are far below average. Bought her some MRE bars. Her levels are back to normal.
That's so cool, David. Cool. That's really cool. Thank you for the bars. My grandma loves them. I wish they were nut free. Unfortunately, do have some nuts. Yeah. David, that's super cool, man. One of the coolest things that's happened with the bar is comments like this. Kids eating it. We had somebody write in as an autistic daughter who won't eat, who's very, very, very finicky with what she eats. And she basically won't eat protein. So like she'll eat, junk food. She'll eat carbs, but she won't eat protein. And she's eating the MRE bars. Yeah. And she says, the mom says that it's changing the daughter's life and her energy levels.
That's awesome.
Kids are eating them. That is so cool. My kids are eating them.
Big Aiden loves
he loves MRE bars. Yeah. So it's really, really neat. And that is some stuff that I wasn't really expecting that has been really cool, because the bars are so good and they are good for you, and they don't have protein. Yeah. And they don't taste like a typical protein bar. My kids would not even imagine trying a old school protein bar. They wouldn't. They wouldn't even think of it.
The missus in the first trimester, when she had no appetite, lived off MRE bars for her protein.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any bubblegum flavors coming out? Potentially bubblegum. I haven't tried one yet that I loved, but a bubblegum flavor could certainly be possible. Hayes Regan says, I understand, Aaron, that might not be allowed to visit Canada, but you are considered setting a booth up at the Toronto Pro. We'll be killing it in the new market. So Hayes, we're working on getting distribution in Canada set up. Once it's set up, we absolutely will come to the Toronto Pro. Me personally, I don't know what the story is with that. As you alluded to, I had a felony when I was 18 for possession of steroids. So stupid as that is supposedly prevents me. Apparently, that prevents you from getting to Canada. I don't know if that would prevent me now, but I haven't really gambled, because you have to try to go, and then if you don't go, then. But I wonder if there's a way to do it if it's for business, and I can prove that it's for business. If I could go,
you can prove that you're a nice guy now. No, evil anymore.
Yeah, I know. When will more products be in GNC? More products are on the way to a lot of the GNCs right now. And then soon we're going to have 5 new products or 5 new SKUs in the A stores. So we're waiting for the go ahead with that. And I will let you know as soon as it is totally official. For example, Vitamin Shop is 100% official now. So we have purchase orders. We're in the system. We have SKU numbers through them. It's happening June 1st. And then July 1st, too, we're going to split it into 2, because there's so many products we're releasing. So
we're in the shit now.
Yeah, we're in it.
Well, no doubt. Flavors of MRE bars is the sprinkled donut still in motion. Oh yeah.
Sprinkled donut is next after the crunchy peanut butter cup.
This one. Compro sus productos. Para mí son los mejores. En todos los días encargo Laxogen. Saludos y bendiciones.
In Spanish.
Yeah. So he's gonna order some Laxogen soon. He says greetings and blessings.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So thank you,
Darwin.
Gracias.
There you go.
See, I knew that.
Yeah.
I answered some of these questions already. I like that. Stronger, more expensive version of double tap
Ooh.
works. No, not right now.
You can always raise the price.
Yeah, it's more expensive version. I don't know. That I've never heard before. Summer readiness trials. When will they start? We have to work on that. We don't have a game plan in place for the next readiness trials. It's something that the marketing team and I need to sit down and like figure it out. Part of me has always said, and I still want to have a performance element attached to the next readiness trials, where it's not just about a dramatic change, where it's actually about being in shape as well. So I got to work on figuring out how that's going to happen.
So this guy trying to pull a fast one on you.
What he says,
my brother loves your subs. Can I get a shout out for him? His name is My Cock. Get it? Very nice keys, Dave.
Chris Hansen says, about to turn 40, getting into lifting more after losing 75 pounds. Any tips on getting rid of stubborn fat? Unfortunately, Chris, there's no tips on getting fat. The main thing is you have to reduce your calories, what you're taking in, and increase your expenditure of calories. So it's kind of a sucky thing because there's no real tricks. There's things that work better. If you're still heavy, I like keto for somebody who has a bunch of fat to lose. Eduardo has had a lot of success with keto. Our products like Silencer and Double Tap will absolutely help keep your protein intake pretty high, carbs pretty low, fat kind of moderate, and figure out what works for you. But ultimately, what it really comes down to is you need to burn more than you're taking in.
You should make a s'mores flavored MRE bar.
Yeah, we were thinking about that. We're thinking about that.
Like s'mores.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to the Red Volunteer Operator Program, in disputes of getting sales, what else is watched for selection of athletes? You know what? The sales definitely do matter, but when it comes to becoming an actual athlete, there's like to go from a tier operator to an athlete. There's many factors, and certainly one of the big ones is following, how big your following is. Mm-hmm. Another one is how hard you're working. We see the work. Not everybody gets hundreds of sales. A lot of people. Leroy is a great example. Yep. Leroy is going to Iron Menace is everywhere. Anywhere we say you want to go, he's there.
Yep.
Arnold, the Olympia, many. Can't get rid of him. Yeah, he's everywhere. Yep. So like this is a guy. It doesn't matter that he has tons of sales. He's killing it. And Oliver Bam did great with sales.
Yep.
And so he got to become an athlete through the sales. We have tons of people that became employees here because they worked hard. Didn't necessarily have tons of sales. Luke is a tier operator leader. He did good with sales, but he didn't do great.
No.
It wasn't like Oliver.
He was just very active.
He was just very, very active. So that's kind of how it works.
Check this out. What is your greatest life tip?
My greatest life tip. The greatest one is try to figure out a way to do what you love. So you have to enjoy what you're doing. You're never going to be really good at something you hate. I recently heard somebody tell me that they had a long vacation and they said, man, I wish that I could have stayed on vacation. It sucks to have to come back to reality. Go back to my job and go back to work and stuff. And I felt really bad for the person. I felt bad to hear that. He's a nice guy and I like him. So it made me sad for him that he felt like that because that sucks. And how is he going to be awesome at his job if he can't wait to get away from it?
I've definitely been there.
That's your life's work. So figure out what you like doing. And obviously I'm not saying quit your job and stop everything and live on the street until you make it work. But figure out a way to start doing something that you love and put as much time and effort into that thing until that thing becomes a career. So, and it doesn't have to be like, I loved bodybuilding. My only thing I could think of was bodybuilding. And obviously I couldn't be a pro bodybuilder and make money off of bodybuilding because look at me, it wasn't possible. But I did figure out a way to make money off of bodybuilding, even though I didn't compete in bodybuilding.
Right.
So, any plans to start doing your own manufacturing? Not currently.
When are you gonna
I would love to do it.
Back in stock. Halo sold out.
It's out. Yeah, Eric says it's coming back soon. We were just waiting on the neck bands. We got the wrong neck bands in on accident, so we ordered the old size bottle neck band, and it didn't fit, and so they have to order more. So they're ready to go. Any new Emery bar flavors coming out? Yes. Where have you been? The Emery new flavor, very exciting, is crunchy peanut butter cup. I'm pumped up for that. What can you recommend for subs for muscle cramps? So first off, you need enough electrolytes. So you should have sodium, potassium, magnesium. You need to have enough of that. If you're dehydrated, it causes a lot of muscle cramps. So hydration, electrolytes. Yes, you need salt. If you're a low sodium diet, you're sweating a lot, you're losing salt, if you're not taking in salt, it can cause problems.
Breach will help.
Breach
will
definitely
water with hydration.
Yep. And it has electrolytes in it. Yeah. So that's a good one. Do the new Total War flavors have the pepper fixed? Yes, there's no more pepper taste.
No more spicy.
No more spicy.
Spicy War.
To believe it or not, I like the Spicy War, but I understand why people didn't like it. You're like, ooh, it's working. So it wasn't like an unpleasant spicy, but yes, it's all gone. You won't have that problem anymore.
It's a deep burn.
Yeah.
Deep burn. What supplements do you recommend for fatigue?
Fatigue. Honestly, it's pretty simple. Any supplement that has caffeine in it is going to help you with
mental triggers.
Mental trigger with mental fatigue. That's a really great one. Mental trigger is awesome. You take a cap or two, and you'll be on. You'll be ready to go. Something like if you're going to do something like a presentation in front of people at work or something, take one of these things, and you're going to be mentally on quicker.
Yeah. A couple mental triggers and a vodka to loosen you up.
Woo! You're ready to go. Yeah. Ready to do some speeches. Let's see. Where did you get the design idea for the brand? The production, the product names and designs really motivate us service members. So originally, the very initial idea for the design was we had a name early on, but it was still like in the mix, kind of like we're figuring out how we're going to figure the name out. And Eduardo actually found the name himself with Googling synonyms and military terms and stuff. But the initial idea for the military stuff was kind of because like the twist towards the military was because I had just met Brandon. Really, I met Ryan Bates first. And Ryan Bates is a Navy SEAL, multiple-time combat veteran, multiple tours of combat duty, very highly decorated guy, and awesome. And when I met him, I was like, man, that was really cool. Like what he did, what he does, his accomplishments are really awesome. And it got me started thinking. And I talked to him about the products and potentially working with Redcon right in the very beginning. And he wanted to bring on Brandon Cruz, who came on board, also former Navy SEAL, and they gave me some ideas of how their people, team guys, what they would like in terms of color palette, label design. And we based a lot of the stuff off of some of those really kind of general but firm ideas. So like with the initial design for label, they were like, oh, it looks like everything else. And they're like, our teams guys like, Coyote Khaki, they like matte black, they like, so he went through all the things that he, thought were cool. And we kind of made something that looked like that. And man, it worked.
Yeah.
So let's see. Do you ship samples to India? We ship to India. Samples, not really. No. Go on Shark Tank. No, Ferris. No reason to go on Shark Tank. I don't want their money. I don't want them to buy it. Although it would be cool to go on Shark Tank. Maybe I could go on Shark Tank and do the presentation and then tell them I want $1 billion.
Yeah, just turn
I want 500 million for 10%. And then I'll be like, get out of here, you're crazy. But I already got that.
Already made it.
I'll be like, yes.
What if they just gave you the 500 million?
Yeah, well then I guess I don't know. That'll be it, I guess. My mom and all her friends love Redcon and Double Tap, which makes it really good because I'm almost tier 4. Oh, that's really cool. So he's selling to all his mom's friends. That's funny.
Our Tierney's dad's landscapers love Total War. They take it before.
Oh, to get hyped up to yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. I bet he loves that they like it. It's perfect for them.
Yeah, they love it.
I'm very excited for the new flavors of Total War. Me too, Soothsayer. I am too. I'm really excited for them because I love them. So the new flavors are so good, taste-wise, that they are better than all the old flavors. And that's kind of how it all happened because these flavors were for Australia originally. And I didn't even realize that they were this good. So when we tried them, and they had already been being made for a while, I tried them and I was like, holy shit, these are like better than ours.
Delicious.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, so this is something that we should come out with. Yeah. And that was really how it happened. Can you stack grains in Paradise with Double Tap? Absolutely. You definitely can.
Grains in Paradise.
That's 6 Paradol or 6 Paradoxal. It was in a product in the past.
Ooh.
Not our past, somebody else's past. Double Tap formula change. Will Double Tap formula change? No, there's no need for it to change. It doesn't have 2-amino isoheptane in it, so there's no need to change it. It doesn't have aerodrosis either. Is it possible silencer doesn't work for everybody? I'm not losing weight even with exercise and dieting. Well, even without the silencer, and if you're doing exercise and you're dieting correctly, you should be losing weight. Silencer, my suggestion is to take 2 doses a day. You should feel your internal body temperature raise. So it's what it does is it increases your metabolic rate. So it's not a guarantee to make you lose weight unless you're at a stable caloric intake. So in other words, if you need 3,000 calories to maintain your body weight and you add 2 servings of silencer, you will start to lose weight, right? Because it's increasing your basal metabolic rate. You're burning more calories at rest. If you're eating more than you need to, then it's not going to help you. I mean, it's gonna bring you closer to even, which is not what you want.
Right.
So you need to make sure that you are at least maintaining your weight and potentially losing weight before you start adding it in. It's not a miracle thing, you know. Let's see. What day do you decide to all wear Redcon 1 shoes? So only me and Goldman right now have the Redcon 1 shoes. The other sales guys, I gave them all as a present, right? Redcon 1 shoes. The rest of them have not made it in yet. But when they all do make it in, I'm going to make sure that we all wear them on the same day. ETA on 5-pound tub of Emery Light. Right now, Emery Light is going like this, right? So normal Emery is like this, right? Emery Light is going like this. See, up, definitely up, but it's taking a little longer to adapt. Honestly, it's only been out for how long?
It's only a couple months, 2-3 months.
Yeah, not very long. Emery Light is like relatively new.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a little more time. We have 2 new flavors coming out.
Most of our products are relatively new. They just keep coming out with new shit.
Well, the Emery Light is one of the newer products.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, it's one of the newer products. We have pecan pie and potentially the best one in the history of.
That's very good.
Well, certainly the best one in our history.
I can't wait for that to be a bar.
The chocolate oatmeal.
Yeah.
The chocolate chip oatmeal Emery Light is my favorite of all time.
I didn't get to try that one.
Oh, it's the best.
I tried the pecan pie.
Pecan pie was fantastic.
Yeah. But
the oatmeal is better than anything else we've ever done.
Wow.
If you're gonna try it, you're gonna be like, this can't possibly be like real. You're gonna think it's like a dessert. Let's see. We got a lot more questions. Vegan protein, no, not in the works. Been fighting leg issues for 2 years. Check my IG for alien in my vastus medialis. That sounds very gross. I don't want to see an alien in there. I noticed Redcon 1 has a lot of protein and wanted to know what Redcon 1 protein is similar to isolate protein. So isotope is 100% whey isolate. So that is the product you're looking for. We have ration, we have isolate, which is the isotope, in 2-pound and 5-pound. We have ration only in 5-pound, and that's a blend. It's a hydroxylate concentrate blend, very high quality blend. And then we have all of the various MREs. Interestingly enough, my old company that we were at together sold almost no protein, very little protein. Like in terms of the total revenue, protein was probably 10%.
Yeah.
Whereas Redcon 1, 50% of our revenue is in protein, and when you include MRE and everything, which is really unbelievable because that's probably the hardest thing to get moving, to sell. So it's because it's a testament to the brand, because you're competing with giants like Optimum Nutrition, Dymatize, BSN.
Definitely not something we anticipated happening.
No, but really cool that it has happened. We pushed hard for the isotope, though. Remember, I mean, isotope was not moving. We pushed, and it started moving, and then now
it really kicked off when we launched like the cake batter ads and stuff like that.
Yeah, when we started
smashing the cake.
Yeah, we started putting more and more time and effort into
really getting it off there.
What supplements is it safe to take as a pregnant woman? That's a great question. First of all, ask your doctor. But I can tell you, my wife, who is the pregnancy expert, she runs the Mommy's Corner, and certainly asked her doctor.
She's a professional pregnant woman.
Yeah, she's excellent at being pregnant. So she took whey protein, which is good. So you could take isotope ration. You could certainly take MRE. You could take MRE light. You could take aminos, and breach. You could take grunt, which is the EAs, and that's probably
and the MRE bar.
Yeah, and you could do MRE bar, right? Definitely MRE bar. So those are the products. I would not take anything with caffeine, although they say you can take 1 cup of coffee a day, like 100 milligrams. But so I wouldn't. I know there's girls out there that take breach ballistic, which is very low caffeine, but that's something you should ask your doctor. That's like it's like with drinking, having a glass of wine when you're pregnant. Darielle did it once in a while, a handful of times. Not the first pregnancy, at the second, third pregnancy, she had wine. If you ask your doctor, it's okay to have a glass of wine, they're going to say absolutely not, because they don't want to open it up to liability. Right. So that's why my answer would be no caffeine, because I don't want to suggest that. Just like if you ask me, can you have a glass of wine, even though I know that it's okay and I've seen her do it when she's pregnant, I'm not telling anybody to have any glass of wine.
Do it.
Yeah. Pappy says, I'm on Social Security. I need a sponsor. I could try to inspire those who belong to AARP. That is a unique offer. I haven't heard that before. We need more senior citizens. Yeah, we don't have many. I tell you that. Any Big Noise new flavors? No, not right now, but we will have some in the near future. What flavors are going to go out of production? I do not know yet, but as soon as I know, I will let you know in terms of Total War flavors that are going to go bye-bye. The amount of EAs and grunt are low dose compared to other brands. Why only BCAs are good dose in grunt? That is the dose that complete protein. That's the studies show, and Eric Hart designed those to be extremely competitive. You may have some dosages on other brands that are not well thought out, and they just put a lot. It's like Breach, right? So Breach is 2-1-1 with the amino acids, right? With the BCAAs. Some people will do 10-1-1,
yes.
or 5-1 or 7-1-1 or 21-1-1. It's all doesn't adding much more leucine when you have the BCAAs does not help. It's not
You're
shown.
just gonna have a more expensive P.
Yeah, it is not going to make you gain more muscle or be more anabolic or any of that. But people change up the stuff to try to make it look better on paper. So there you have it.
Yeah.
Are we doing a special for the new Total War, like buy one get one 50 off? No, not when it comes out anyway. Because
too delicious.
Yeah, they're gonna move automatically. People are excited for them. I'm excited for them. So no, of course the normal coupon codes and stuff. I'm sure we'll do something cool, but it won't be something dramatic like that. Any tips for the new tier operator? So let me tell you guys the number one question I get of all the questions and there's a lot of questions that we usually get that are regular that we get. Number one is, how do I join Team Redcon 1? How do I become a tier operator? That's what we call our program. All you have to do is go to tieroperator.com, one word, tieroperator.com, and apply. And you will hear back from us very shortly. Now that we have 2 people in the tier operator department, Luke has some help with Deborah. They are approving or denying people very, very quickly now. It's like a 2 or 3 day process instead of waiting for weeks. So you can go on the site and apply right now. Let me tell you, I'm going to warn you. The reason why majority of the people get declined, is because their profile is on private. So make sure your profile is public, that you can be seen on Instagram at the very least. So that way, when they go look at you and make sure you're a good fit, they can actually see your pictures.
Yep.
So that is my tip for if you want to become a tier operator. There's a lot of benefits of being a tier operator, such as the stuff that you would expect, which is free products and the potential to make money, the potential to get free products, invitations to events, and a lot of cool stuff in terms of community. I mean, it's an awesome thing to be a part of, and people love it. And
go meet up to work out.
Yeah, meet up to. I mean, it's awesome. It could be something as little as something fun in a group of new friends that are like-minded, like you, all the way to a full-time job.
Yeah.
So I mean, and people are definitely have created real lives for themselves. We have 5 people that became employees. We have several athletes. And they have a lot of success stories from the tier operator program. And there's just going to get more and more. So right now we have 4,500 tier operators. The goal for the year was to get to 10,000. I don't know what kind of party we're going to have to throw in November. If we get to that, November, there's a big party here in Boca.
Like a banquet hall.
I don't know what we're going to do.
Rent out a club.
Chocolate chip oatmeal MRE. When does that come out? I'm thinking this month, but I don't have a date for sure yet. So hold off. Not sure yet. Did you answer my question? I got a phone call and I missed it. JB Beast, ask again. I don't remember. Is GI Juice considered vegan? I don't see why I wouldn't, but I don't know. The vegan is very particular. So, I mean, it's made with fruits and vegetables. You know what? It has ox bile in it.
Yeah.
Ox bile is an animal product, I think. Yeah. It comes from an ox, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, but it's
what if the ox is vegan?
Then it's probably okay.
Yeah.
Oxes eat vegetables, don't they?
Yeah, they eat grass.
Yeah,
don't they like cows?
I don't know though. I'm not sure.
For vegan ox.
You missed the first comment on the alien leg. Grunt store stops cramps. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Alien. So you were getting the cramp was causing the alien looking thing. Makes no sense.
I was gonna say it was pretty gross.
Would you recommend Halo for a 15-year-old? No, probably not. I think you should wait. This is a time in your life where you're building a lot of muscle naturally. I think that it's kind of overkill. Focus on taking in more calories and making sure you're getting enough protein. That way you can be building muscle and using the hormones that your body is naturally secreting right now. Does it matter if you eat 3 meals a day or 5 or 6 if your macros are the same? I'm not a scientist, and I don't know what the science says about that. I personally believe 5 or 6 is better. And that's my belief. That's what I do. I don't think you need to take it out to these 8, 9, 10 times and all this stuff like that, unless you're a pro bodybuilder. But 5 meals is what I do a day usually, and I think that it is definitely better to have 5 smaller meals than 3 bigger meals. Or like, I know that people certainly it's got to slow your metabolism down if you're eating one huge meal or not eating, skipping a whole bunch and just having a big dinner. It's got to be worse. Do you guys have any stickers in the works? We need more stickers.
Yeah.
Write that down. We need more stickers, or email Lash for stickers. We need some stickers, right?
You can design your stickers.
We don't have any stickers left. I don't think there's any anymore. I think they're long gone.
Yeah.
We used to put stickers in every order, and we're not anymore. I'm assuming. I don't know what we're putting in the orders these days.
Yeah.
We have some wristbands down there that I need to go find out what's going on with them. It would be good to have a lactose-free protein for people. There is lactose-free protein. We have 2 things. We have Isotope, which is a whey-based protein, but people who are lactose intolerant don't have a problem with it. And there's MRE that has absolutely no lactose in it. It's made strictly from animal sources, so you're totally good with that one. What's the difference between ration protein and Isotope? One is a blend. Ration has whey hydroxylate, which is a very, very fast digesting, extremely high quality protein, and it's mixed with a concentrate, which is slower acting, takes longer for your body to process, and has more lactose in it. So if you're intolerant, be not a good choice, but it makes a much creamier shake. So there you go. Any estrogen blockers coming out? No. 5-pound tub of Emery Light. That I already did answer that when we went to the bathroom, I guess. That will be out in the future at some point. I don't know when yet. We have to make sure that we're not coming out with stuff too.
Do you have dairy-free protein? Yeah.
Yes.
Emery Light.
Emery Light. Emery.
Yep.
Emery is a meal replacement. Emery Light is just the protein. It has zero, no lactose, no milk products, no dairy. You're good. What are your thoughts on multi-dosed products like Cage Muscle or gym products? Multi-dosed. Well, all of our products are multi-dosed too. Multi-dose means many doses.
Assuming.
Multi-dosed. Yeah. Michelle Unger, hit us back up with what do you mean? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm familiar with all their products and like those brands, but I'm not sure what that means. Got accepted. Swoller says got accepted to the operator program. Waiting on my order to get here. Excited to show the brand here as I haven't seen it in the stores at the gyms where I live. Where do you live? Where do you live? That's cool. Thank you so much for joining the program. Really appreciate it. Boy, answer those. New Big Noise flavors coming out. Any cereal flavors coming out? Not yet.
Cereal.
Yeah. You guys do internships for the company? I was asked that earlier today. If you live in Boca and you want to do a summer internship, hit up Eduardo at redcon1.com.
I need an assistant.
And you never know what you could be. You could be Eduardo's assistant. That would be interesting.
Nightmare.
For the person.
Yeah.
What's different with the new Total War? The new Total War, we altered. Obviously, the taste is different. So if you like the old taste, you're gonna love the new flavor system. So we have a new flavor system. We don't have the DMHA in it anymore, and the area Adrentis is gone. We added a whole bunch of new ingredients like antberry. I mean, honestly, the product is just better.
Yeah.
It's just a better product. You get more energy, better focus, and not as much of a crash. The good thing for us on our side is that we have less different formulas for other countries now, so everybody's getting the same goodness basically. I think that everybody's going to be very, very happy with it. All the responses that I've heard so far is that not only is it better in terms of the effects, but they obviously don't have that pepper taste. If you didn't like the pepper taste, we had for a little that like interim formula.
Yeah.
So you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I guarantee it. Matter of fact, if you don't love it, I'll take it back for a full refund. Big stickers for truck windows. What happened to big stickers for truck windows?
We never had them that big. We
have normal stickers like this. Maybe we should get bigger ones.
Yeah.
Eric Goldman, of course, is watching. More stickers. We're gonna get stickers. I promise you. Did you already email them?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Both taste great. Thank you. Are y'all considering making Redcon 1 sports bar? Wouldn't that? Oh, sports bra.
This is bar.
No, it says bra underneath. The sports bra makes more sense than a sports bar. Although a Redcon 1 sports bar would be pretty damn cool. It would be cool. A little out of our purview of what we do here, but still pretty cool.
Brassieres are tough.
It's not a lot of girls want to wear a sports bra, and the ones that we've tried have not fit well.
No.
Where never feels like they're comfortable on it.
No, not supportive.
Best way to pitch Redcon 1 to a business. Big Mink. I'm assuming you mean if you walk into a supplement store, how are you going to tell them they need to carry Redcon 1? My opinion is that at this point, it won't be very difficult because everybody who owns a supplement store, unless they're totally head in the clouds, not paying any attention whatsoever, should have at least heard of the company. And if they've heard of it, all you really have to do is get them to try samples of some of the stuff. Send them the protein bar, get them to try something, get them to put it in the store. Usually what I'll ask if somebody, I haven't done this in a while, but if I were to talk to somebody, I just say, give us a chance to be on the shelf so that you can see firsthand how well the products do. Because if you put Total War on the shelf or the Emery bar or whatever, you're going to sell them. And obviously anybody that owns a store, if the product is turning, if it's selling off the shelf, you're going to want more of it. We have good margins. So, we support the retailers in terms of swag and shirts and samples and shaker cups. But we also support them in terms of margins. So we make sure that everybody makes money, not just us. So they make good margins and the products turn and they don't have to do hard selling because people come in looking for it. So more than likely, most stores probably have already had people say, when are you getting Total War? When are you getting Emery bar? When are you getting Emery, et cetera? And that's just going to continue to get more and more and more and more. So it's easy sale to walk in and say, hey, have you heard of Red Come On? They go, yes. Like, have people asking for it? Yes. Like, well, let's figure out something that we can get this on the shelf so it can prove to you that this is going to turn. The pricing is great. You're going to make good money off it. What else do you need to say? Right? Vehicle decals. We have vehicle decals, but we need bigger ones, right?
Yeah. ETA on waterboard?
ETA on waterboard. Waterboard, you know what? The packaging is what held up Eric a little bit because we were doing a tablet, and I just told Eric, forget the tablet. Let's just do the capsules. Yeah. We were going to do a pressed tablet like in MedPack, which are super awesome. They're really cool. MedKit. They're really cool looking because it has our logo on it and everything. But, I mean, why are we going to keep waiting and waiting? Because getting them done, it takes a lot longer. It also slows down reordering. So I'm just said, forget it. Let's move on. Let's get this waterboard out, which is, by the way, if you're asking what's waterboard, waterboard is our extreme water loss product. It'll let you pull off water, that excess water. It's a very strong natural diuretic.
It's our new torture product.
Yeah. Did Luke announce the apparel sales winner yet? I have no idea. I bet he didn't, though. I would have seen it, I think. Yeah. When is the new Total War coming out? The new Total War is already out. The new flavors come out the 27th, and that's 5 new flavors come out the 27th.
Best social media plan for getting orders up. I'm about 9,000 followers on IG, but my orders don't reflect my following.
Say that again?
Best social media plan for getting my orders up. I'm about at 9,000 followers on Instagram, and my orders do not reflect my following.
My suggestion is continue to post, make informational posts, educational posts so that you can explain why you're following what makes the products different or special. Why should they even buy it? Right. A lot of people will just post. Like Matt Sino is a great example of somebody who's doing like education posts.
Yeah, he does like giveaways.
Instead, what we see a lot of is be like this.
Wow.
And they do like there, right? That's the picture, right?
I want it.
Yeah, you maybe. Yeah, so, but that's it. That's the picture, and they'll be like, breached by Redcon 1, right? Yeah. Use my code. That doesn't tell anybody anything, really. So if you're not already familiar with the products, you're not already looking for a code, that's probably not going to convince them. So I would err on the side of education, not on the side of entertainment, right? Mm-hmm. Michelle says, Unger says, Gym and Cage Muscle claim to have all you need in their pre, post, and protein blends. I don't think they do, Michelle, because if that were the case, why do they have so many other products than those?
They would have just
they would just have a pre, a post, and a protein blend. Because they got Cage Muscle's got dozens of products, and then Jim Stepani's line also has. They don't have quite as many as Cage, but they have quite a few products too.
A few too.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't know exactly what you mean. So check out Rip Nutrition in Idaho Falls, Ohio. Idaho. What did I say?
You said Ohio.
Oh, Idaho. I'm sure they'd love to sell your products. I'm sure I'd love for them to sell our products. Hopefully Eric Goldman is watching and taking notes right now. Call him up, Eric.
Why don't you drive there in the big truck, Eric?
Would you recommend that I cycle off of Big Noise? It gave me insane pumps 2 weeks ago, and now the pumps aren't as good. It shouldn't do anything in 2 weeks. Oh, we're running low on time, guys.
Okay.
All right. I don't want to miss this. I don't want you guys to be angry. You guys on YouTube and Facebook are good to go, but we need to do our contest. I need to write before it kicks me off. So nobody can see what number. Guess my number, guys. The number is on this. It's a number 1 to 100. Whoever guesses number first wins the Total War of their choice. Guys on YouTube, you can guess now too. There's not as much of a time rush for you guys. If they don't get it in the next minute and 22 seconds, you guys will be up to have a really good shot. And you guys on Facebook, all you have to do is to share and like up.
No, Xavier
G
1313.
Xavier G _1313. You win, brother. You win. Email or no, right now.
Yeah.
DM Eduardo or DM Redcon1. DM Redcon1 right now with your address and the flavor you want of the new flavors. You win, Xavier. Is it Xavier? Xavier G. Xavier G. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Xavier. Sorry, guys. That happened a lot faster than I was expecting it to happen. That was like super quick. So thank you guys so much for tuning in on IG Live. It's going to kick me off or kick you guys off or however you want to look at it any damn second in 37 seconds. So I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you guys so much. We will be back next Saturday, right? Yeah, we'll be back next Saturday.
Yeah, we'll be in town.
Yeah, we'll be in town. Yeah. So noon Eastern Standard Time. We're giving more shit away. You always got another chance at us.
You never know. He might give me away.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, he's cheaper than the Total War, right? All right. Bye, guys. Thank you. All right. So now we're back with just YouTube. YouTube, we got 12 people on YouTube.
10 on Facebook.
Yeah, barely nobody. They're all tuning off. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Really cool to have YouTube on here. I didn't know how this would go, but it's cool to have it.
Are they playing the guessing game too?
They appreciate everything. Next time I'll promote that we're doing this on YouTube too. So
God bless.
Bye, guys.